I started working at the Faith Formation program at St. Theresa for the high school kids.
Okay.
Which was huge for me. Adrian had done it the year before me, and then he entered seminary for the Archdiocese of Galveston, Houston. And he was like, I remember, like I said, I started praying the 4 rosaries in May. In September, Adrian asked me, he's like, hey, Gabe wants you to join the Faith Formation program for high school kids. And I was super hesitant because it was like 4.5 hours on a Sunday, every Sunday to do that. And I was like,
it's a big commitment. Yes.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know about that, man. Because I remember Adrian would even like sometimes admit, he was like, he would not be always looking forward to going just because how much time it would take up. But he said it was super fruitful for him. He learned a lot about the faith. He also got to experience like ministering to others and helping them out. And so I remember I had been praying for 2 things leading up to this when he told me that Gabe wanted me to join. I had been praying for an opportunity to lead others in the faith, which was, I don't know where that came from. I think it was Mary like giving me this desire.
Yeah.
And at the same time, an opportunity to serve at the church. So these two things. And then he comes and tells me that Gabe wants me to do this. And that was 2 birds with 1 stone. So I originally said, no, I don't want to do that. I remember we were down in Galveston with the family, kind of like, because he had just been in Galveston for the propedeutic summer, which you do before you start your first year at seminary.
Okay.
And he lived down there with the other first-year men, with Father Richard McNeely, doing the propedeutic program, which is awesome. So we went down there after he got finished with that, and we went down there for like 4 days. But I remember the second to last day, he told me about Gabe wanting me to do the program, and I was like, no way. I don't want to do that. There's fantasy football. I just got Red Zone. I want to watch all the games. But then the next day, I remember I thought about it, and I was like, wait, I've been praying for like a month for the opportunity to lead and to serve at St. Theresa, and this is both. So I have to take this. And actually, it's funny because Adrian, that morning, he told me, he didn't tell me this for a long time, but it was probably a couple, like maybe 6 months ago, he told me that morning he was sleeping on the couch in the condo we were in, and he like was not fully awake, but not asleep.
Okay.
And he felt like God was showing him all the good that would come from me joining this program.
Nice.
And so he came to me that morning. I remember he came to me that morning. He's like, hey, you should do this. And I was like, yeah, I agree. Because I had that realization. This is what I was praying for. And so I joined the program there at St. Theresa, and that was huge for me. Really grew in my faith, learned a lot, realized that I had a great joy in sharing the faith with these young men, these high schoolers, who I could see myself in, lost.
Yes.
Not following the faith, not living the faith. And it was very life-giving for me to like bring them back by means of Mary to her son Christ. So that was really fruitful and life-giving. I really, really loved doing that.